I got a speeding ticket. My license will now be suspended from 7 months going forward. I'm in New York to go to the DMV, which I despise going to, but I'm here because I got a speeding ticket, and then I got another ticket for something related to insurance, which I don't understand. So it seems like the rule in New York is that if you have a car registered to your name, which many people do, of course, that is not insured, then they automatically suspend your license. So let me be clear. A car that I'm not driving, that's just sitting in my parking lot, that I suddenly don't have insurance for, if it stays like that for, I think, I don't know, I'm about to find out, like 30 days or so, they automatically suspend my license. And so there was a car last year, and I had no idea, but when I got my speeding ticket a couple of weeks ago, they told me my license is suspended. I'm like, why? They're like, oh, it's this insurance thing. You have to go to the DMV to clear it up. So anyways, now I'm at the DMV, Niagara Falls, Ontario office. How I got here is a mystery, but no, I'm kidding. I had somebody drive me here, but let's see what they say. It's gonna be, I hope it's not a big ticket. I'll be upset. All right, so I left the DMV and I learned a few things. I learned that my license is suspended because I didn't return the license plates of a car that I sold last year in April that was registered to my name. Now, I had no idea that the plates were not returned. More importantly, I didn't know that your license automatically gets suspended in New York. It's a pretty interesting rule, which would be chaos in Canada where I'm from, because many people don't return their plates. They keep their plates forever. But here in New York, if you keep your plates, the number of days you keep your plates is the number of days your license gets suspended even after you return it. So right now, it's January. My plates have not been returned since April. So even if I return my plates today, they're telling me my license will now be suspended from 7 months going forward, even if I return it today, which is crazy, or 8 months, whatever. But there's a way around it. So apparently it's called the MV78 something form, which I have to go to a police station, which is where I'm at now. And if I go to the police station and I get this form filled out, which pretty much says I lost my plates on that day, then they can backtrack it, and I don't know, something where it gets backtracked, and then now my license is not suspended. But that form the DMV has to send to Albany, which is the capital of New York, and when it's filled out and processed, if they agree, then they unsuspend my license and, you know, accept that it was lost and could have never been returned. Anyways, let's find out. This is the biggest joke ever. I'm at the 3rd police department in the last 2-3 hours, and this police department says the same thing the last 2 police departments says, which is go to another police department and they'll deal with it. You gotta go to the police department that's closer to where you sold the car. You gotta go to a police department, you know, where like you used to live. And then the other police department's like, well, this car is still registered under your name even though you sold it. It was a private sale, so now you gotta, you know, try to contact the previous buyer. I don't even know. It has been 3 hours of 3 different police stations and the DMV. Nobody seems to want to work on this, but it's really just me trying to declare a lost plate. Thank God that in Canada and Ontario, you can just go to the local ministry and just tell them, hey, I lost the plate, and they just issue a notice right there. They accept your declaration that it was either lost or stolen or whatever. It's just, I can't believe I'm spending these many hours of my life trying to just reinstate my license because it was suspended because I didn't turn in plates, which I guess the plates were actually given to the customer who bought the vehicle and he never turned them in or something like that, and the car is still on my name. So now what do you do if the car is still on my name? I don't even know. It's so annoying. Anyways, off to the next police department. Let's see if we can get one more. Every time I go to a police department, I'm learning something else and learning what not to say at the next police department. This is literally how annoying this has become. All right, we got another student messaging me here. Hey, I saw your dealership program on Instagram. Is there any way to get installment payments? He's in the US. We don't have installment payments. We don't take payment plans. We recently introduced an option in Canada, but not in the US. He's trying to negotiate. He's like, oh my God, can I get the course for a lot less? I'm just trying to source the funds to get in. Hello, is there a number I could talk to? Let me just call him right now. He's gonna be surprised.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm happy we're on a phone call. It's a lot faster than texting each other.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Do you have a time to talk right now for a few minutes, or?
Yeah, I've been waiting for your call. I'm more than ready.
Amazing, amazing. Where in the US are you? Remind me.
I'm in Miami, Florida.
Nice, great. Are you in the car business right now, or are you trying to get in the car business or get into exporting?
Yeah, I'm in the car business. I have an idea.
Nice. Are you like flipping cars like privately or with a dealership license?
I do have a dealership license, but I do have in Florida. But I intend to leave Florida very soon because my wife got into the military, so I will be relinquishing my license in Florida.
Okay, great. What does that mean for you? Like, does that mean you're leaving Florida and going where?
Maybe San Diego.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Great. So what got you interested in our program, if you don't mind me asking? Was it the exporting program, the financing, the dealership?
I bumped my fingers a lot trying to figure it out. I've been in it for a couple years.
Okay.
But I know no man is an island of knowledge. So I think right now I need a mentor. I want to learn more. I want to sharpen my skill more. I want to stop my mistakes by learning from somebody that have been in the industry more than me.
Amazing. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. And unfortunately, there's nobody to really mentor other people in this industry because everybody's busy running their own dealerships and there's nowhere to learn. So I've had the same problem, but I mean, luckily now I've been doing it for 17, 18 years and now I get to mentor other dealers and it's been pretty exciting. Is your plan to continue your dealership when you go to San Diego? That's obviously what you're thinking right now, or?
Yes, I want to continue the business, but I'm not going to continue my dealership because I have to relinquish the license.
Yeah,
over
of course.
here.
Yeah, you need a license over there, and you want to.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to join the program because I wanted to also know if there's opportunity to use license or get a new license. If
Yeah.
you guys help with that.
Good, awesome. So yes, I mean, I could tell you all kinds of things, but I'll tell you, one of the best things you can do right now is restart a dealership because suddenly dealerships that are being started today are starting very differently. They're not looking at the old models of how to do business. They're not advertising or buying even inventory in the old way. There's just so many better and newer ways that have a lot less overhead, where you don't have to have a big lot and you can still make the profit, where you can focus on things like exporting is, I'll tell you, a blessing for you. Some people, I get it, if they've been in the same industry for a long time in the same city, they have a lot of trust built and whatnot, and they have a lot of overhead, a lot of staff. But for you, being forced into it is actually a good thing because you'll be able to start fresh.
Just another thing I want to ask. So I know Hiba's like she's in Pakistan right now, so I just didn't want to like bug her and bother her.
Yep.
But remember that Porsche that we closed, the Macan, I believe. So we kind of loafed on the payout, and we just didn't keep up. But we've done all the compliance. I've just got some bills and stuff that we gotta settle tomorrow. Like I have to pay out the clients for the rentals, right? So I'm just wondering if who I could speak to just get like the compliance reviewed so the payout can be sent out.
There's only really Hiba, but the only problem is she's been off like yesterday and today because she's coming back to Canada right now. So because she's in transit, like everything, like it's not just you, everything's kind of like delayed till Monday. I mean, I get it if you're in a cash flow kind of a situation. Just send her a text.
That would be fine, like because it's just tomorrow. Like I issue like the payments for the rentals, right? So we're just a bit low with all the rentals and stuff.
What's the amount left? Like roughly, is like
10,800 and some change.
So I would say the best bet is to get a partial payment tomorrow with me and Hiba doing a quick review. And even if Hiba can't do a quick review, I can at least do a quick review tomorrow to give you a partial. And then when Hiba confirms it on Monday or when she reviews it, then we can do the rest. I got another student who's calling me saying I need a wire payment sent to this person. Expert Auto Lexus ES 350 2023 is buying it. It's only got 34,000 kilometers. Let's just do a quick compliance check before we go. Same thing. Staff are off. Things are getting messy. Let's quickly do some compliance check here to make sure before I send this wire, things are looking okay. A lot of this is just making sure like the story lines up, Yep, you did buy it from Don Valley North Lexus. You gotta be careful, man. I mean, when we're sending out wires, it's $30, $40, $50, $80,000, per vehicle. You make a mistake, you send a wire without doing all your cross checks. I mean, that's 80 grand gone. And there's too many of these fraud stories in this business right now. So let's just cross-check the mileage consistency. So 34,660. Yep. It was traded in November at 34,623. Now it's at 34,660. That's great. It's a $45,000 purchase. So make sure we got funded for this deal. He buys the car, $20,000 down payment. Did we get that $20,000 down payment yet? Oh, there is a deposit. Okay, so we did get the deposit. And we got the $48,000 difference for it. Funding was 34. Yep, that did come in, and the 20,000 came in, and then another 48,000 came in. This guy's all good. Let's go to the bank. 5:20 on a Friday, 40 minutes before the bank closes. Here to do a last-minute wire transfer for a car that we're about to buy, Lexus ES 350. It's about $45,000. Customer did a $20,000 down payment. Got to get it done today. So that way the students that we have, the dealers, they can go pick up the vehicle, get it ready for delivery next week. So it's an exception. I never have to come do this. Usually my staff do, but my staff are off. So to help the student out, I said I'll come do it myself. So let's go get it done. Hopefully there's no issues. I forgot my ID. So this is one of those, like, why you don't do things last minute. Because if he doesn't let me do it, I'm gonna have to run home to Niagara Falls to get my ID, and then I'll be back 5 minutes before they close. So hopefully it all goes well.
Is it near like shop? So once
That took much longer than I thought, but I'm glad I had my ID. I didn't even think I had my ID. I was pretty worried they weren't going to do the wire draft. And sure enough, she goes, "Do you have your ID? Otherwise I can't do the draft." And I'm like, "Yes." Pull it out of my pocket. But anyways, the point is we got it done. Took a little bit longer than I thought, but wire sent out. And anytime you're sending a wire out to somebody new, these banks tend to freak out a little bit. Anytime you're sending a large amount, like 40, 50 grand like we did today, to somebody you've never sent it to before, because, you know, once you send a wire out, you can't get it back. And this is why it's so important, A, not just to do your due diligence, but B, just make sure you really know what and who you're sending it to, and making sure things like the ownership and stuff is all properly viewed and verified. It's so easy to get scammed in this industry for such a large amount. It's a high risk business. And yeah, if you're not making high margins on cars, I don't know how you're surviving, man. It is not easy to survive in this business with low margins.